Okay, welcome back to my class. So we are discussing human capital formation in India. So in the previous classes, we have already discussed the meaning of human capital and physical capital. We have also discussed the meaning of human capital formation and the sources of human capital formation. So today we'll discuss role of human capital in economic development. Let us see this human capital and economic development, they are correlated to each other. Human capital means the stock of skill, knowledge, expertise, training, and education. So certainly let us see if in a country the education, the standard of education increases, the quality of education increases, then the health of the people increases, then certainly it will lead to the production of goods and services. Then production of goods and services will increase, the availability of goods and services into the economy will increase. Then certainly what will happen, it will lead to achieve rapid economic development in a country. Economic development consists of economic growth and economic welfare. So economic welfare and economic growth of a country depends upon the human capital formation. So let us see, today we'll discuss the role of human capital in economic development. In order to discuss the role, I have taken some of the points. So here human capital leads to the better use of physical capital. Physical capital consists of machineries, plants, equipments, so transport vehicles. So certainly what will happen if the people are educated, if the people are trained, they are skilled, they have acquired the skill, then it will help to operate or make better use of the physical capital. You take the example of an operator. If the operator is not trained, then he cannot make better use of the machine. But the same person is given proper training, proper education, then proper knowledge, he is expertise in the operation of the machine, then that person can make better use of the machine. So what happened? Let us see. This human capital leads to better use of physical capital. And then what will happen? The productivity of the physical capital will increase. The productivity of the machine will increase. The productivity of the suppose the vehicle will increase. The productivity of physical capital will increase with the human capital. The second point, this human capital leads to raise the production. So human capital means, let us see, if the person are trained, the person are educated, the person are healthy, then educated and healthy person may contribute more to the production of goods and services. When the production of goods and services will increase, then GDP will also increase. When GDP will increase, then we can say then the per capita income will also increase. When per capita income will increase, then the standard of living of the people will also increase. Then certainly it will help to achieve the rapid economic development in a country. Then another point I have taken, then this human capital leads to inventions, innovations, and technological improvement. So with the human capital, this human capital, we are knowing this research and development are taking place in every fields of the production. Then certainly what happened, due to the research and development, the investment on the research and development, new techniques are being developed and new technologies are used into the production. So whenever the new technology comes and used into the production, it leads to the economic development. So human capital leads to the inventions. Different inventions are coming day by day. New inventions are coming due to the investment on human capital. Then innovations, new ideas are coming into the existence. New ideas, new thoughts are developed. New methods of productions are coming into the existence. So new methods of production are used and technological improvements are taking place. So technological improvements are taking place in every fields of the production, and because of these inventions, innovations, and technological improvements, this the production of the goods increasing, then it leads to an economic development of a country. Then high rate of participation and equality, high rate of participation. So nowadays, let us see the governments, they are putting emphasis on the universalization of education. Then let us see this primary education, elementary education has become compulsory to each and every people of the society. So if each and every people of the society, if each and every citizen of a country are educated, then certainly let us see the productivity of the labor will increase, the availability of labor, we can say, increase. If maximum people get the training, maximum people get the education, then the availability of the labor will increase. When availability of labor will increase, the participation of labor into the production will also increase. Then when the participation of labor will increase, then it will help to reduce the gap between rich and poor. So certainly let us see this human capital formation may reduce the gap between the rich and poor, and it can bring equality into the society. Then next point I have taken is improves the quality of life. So quality of life of the quality education, then good health education, and let us see the good investment on the health. It brings improvement into the quality of life. The quality of life of the people increasing. Nowadays, let us see this people, they used to live for long period of time. Life expectancy of the people are increasing. The happiness of the people are increasing. So the happiness index of the people increases. The life expectancy of the people increases. The infant mortality rate of the children decreases. So this we can say help in our economic development. So this human capital improves the quality of life. And then positive change in attitudes. So human, here let us see investment on education and health, and then investment on education, health, training. These, let us see, has changed the thinking of the people of our country. Then people thinkings are changing from their thinking, let us see, from traditional to modern thinkings. The outlook of the people are changing. The outlook of parents are changing. The outlook of the parents towards the women are changing. The outlook of the people towards the movement are changing. Nowadays, the people are, let us see, the mobile to any part of the world. The people, the laborers, they are educated, and they can, let us see, migrate from one area to another area, from one country to another country, in order to get better job, in order to get better earnings. So let us see this outlook of the people getting changed. The outlook in order to adopt the new technology. Nowadays, let us see the people, they are ready to adopt the new technology into their lives. So the people's thinkings are changing because of the human capital. So human capital is related with the economic development. So economic development and human capital, they are correlated to each other. So if government will spend more and more money on imparting education, health, training to the citizen of a country, then certainly it will lead to a rapid economic growth in a country. I think this concept is clear to all of you. Okay, thank you.